Now, this acts as a votable initiative signifies what is votable in our database, and because it belongs to the org product model, then clearly our org product is something that is votable. But we haven't really had anything to signify who the voter is. Now, if we go to org person and we add in this acts as voter, this initiative signifies that, okay, our org person is going to be the one that is the voter. Because it doesn't really make sense for any of our other models to act as the voter, so our org person would be the best bet. Now, I added two more validates in our org person model just for completeness sake, and I also added this stripe account status with the serialize initiative, and that is something that I will talk at a later point, so don't worry about that now. Now, the next thing I want to do is I want to go to our orgproducts.js. So let's just find our JavaScript and go to our orgproducts.js. Now, there's one thing that we need to add, or it is actually added already, but here is our button thumb up and button thumb down. And you could see that these classes are referenced by our vote buttons html.erb with the thumb up and thumb down that already exists there. So whenever those buttons are clicked, then this JavaScript will run. And when this JavaScript is ran, then for example, when a person clicks voted, then this voted class would be added to their HTML. And the same goes for thumb down, and if they have already voted but clicks or if they have already voted thumbs up and clicks thumbs up again, then this will remove the class. So that thing is pretty much very logical in itself. The funny thing here is that this returns an AJAX, which does the method post. So it does the same thing as our add item initiative, whereas it will go to the org products controller and to the vote product function to run some lines of code that will save the action that this user has made. That is, that they have voted on a certain product. So that's your explanation for the org product.js file. So after that's done, let's hop on over to our org products controller. Now let's close that. So in our org products controller, we have to create that function that was referenced in the JavaScript called vote products. So let's just go ahead and write that out. So we'll def this as vote product and ends with end. And this vote will take the params vote. So how this works is when a user clicks a button, then our JavaScript will run. And it will find the attribute vote. So it will go to our vote buttons, and if they click this button here, they'll find that float is or vote is referencing upvote. So they will save upvote into this vote variable. And they will also find the product ID, and they will save this into ID and vote in the data variable and pass that over to the vote product URL or route when they use the method post. So when we end up in the vote product, vote, if we click thumbs up, will be equal to upvote. So that's how we kind of use AJAX to run scripts or lines of code back in our backend. So next thing we want to do is we want to find the product. So we do org product find by ID params ID because we also passed back an ID. And then we also want to find the user. And this is much easier. We're just going to do org person find by ID current org person.id. And after that, we're going to do an if statement. If vote, now we're using a vote, if it equals to upvote, then what we're going to do is, if the user disliked the product but they clicked upvote, then we'll dislike and like the product. So that's our if statement. So, but then if else, or else if the user liked the product, that they voted up on the product, but they clicked upvote, then we will unlike the product. Else, if the user likes the product for the first time, then we'll just do a product dot liked by user. So it's just a reverse for our downvote. So we'll just do an else if vote equals downvote. If the user liked the product by using voted up on, but they clicked downvote, then we will unlike the product and we will dislike the product. If the user disliked the product but clicked downvote, then we'll undislike the product. If the user dislikes the product for the first time, we'll just do a product disliked by the user. And that's pretty much that. So after that, we will press enter and we will give back a true. At this point, I want to go to our org products index because there's something that we need to add here. So it's great that we have a way for us to collect the votes of customers, but it would be great, or even better, for our suppliers, that is our grocers, to know how their product fares in terms of popularity. So using this vote system, what we could do is we could show that to them in their org products index. So we'll just open up another div under line 28 under the expiry dates, and we'll just do a class votes. And in our class votes, we'll open up a span, and this span will take the we'll take the class and FA thumbs up, tally likes, and all this stuff is in your CSS, so you don't have to worry about it. We'll just close this up, and then we'll have a tally of product get likes size. And we will do the same for our downvotes. And if you're wondering where the class of tally dislikes come from, then you could check over in your org products CSS. So here's the tally likes and the tally dislikes and their respective colors. So that's all I really wanted to go through in this video. In the next video, we'll continue on with this voting system, or we'll actually finish it off, and we'll just leave it here for today. Please rate, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Leave any questions or comments in the comment box below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.